Okay, so this episode goes from calm breakfast vibes to full blown chaos in under 5 minutes. A man walks into a restaurant, chill, smiling, maybe thinking about pancakes. And next thing you know, someone slips a plastic bag over his head. Yeah, just like that. No warning, no goodbye text. Just poof, gone. Cut to Morgan, juggling her usual mom duty circus kids, breakfast, chaos, all before coffee. She's trying to hire someone to help Ludo, but Eva's got bigger questions about her dad, and you can just feel Morgan freeze. She dodges, the phone buzzes, and boom, duty calls. Crime scene time. Turns out the victim's name is Nathan Gould, 46, barely hanging on when they find him behind the restaurant dumpster. And get this, the paramedic recognizes him. Apparently, Nathan's the always injured type, claiming he's clumsy. But Morgan's brain goes, something's off. Then the waitress spills, literally. She thought Nathan left, but then heard duck sounds coming from the alley. Duck sounds. She checks it out. Finds Nathan half dead. Morgan connects the dots. The spilled drinks. The table placement.
The spills were staged. Someone knew Nathan was going to be here and wanted to make sure he'd sit by the alley.
Someone set this up. A trip to Nathan's house reveals the guy's a gambler drowning in debt. And before they can even process that, some dude tries to break into Nathan's place. Karadek chases him down. Total action scene. And they catch Marco, who's carrying a syringe. Yeah, a syringe. Marco admits he was there to kill Nathan, but arrived too late. Marco leads them to his boss, Ray, the tough, silent type who hates the word snitch. Still, Morgan pieces it together. Ray and Nathan were running an insurance scam. Nathan was supposed to fake his own death for the money, but when he changed the plan, Ray got cut out. And guess who replaced Ray on the life insurance? Nathan's daughter, Jessica. She and her dad had just reconnected, and now he's brain dead. Talk about emotional whiplash. She thought he bailed on their breakfast meeting, but someone faked an email from her account to change the location. Cold. Turns out Nathan was planning to end his life, but changed his mind after learning he was going to be a grandfather. Suddenly, things don't look like an accident. They look personal. At the hospital, Jessica's ready to sign organ donation papers. Meanwhile, Morgan and Karadek are trying to figure out who wanted Nathan dead. Then comes the light bulb moment. That duck sound wasn't random. It was an alarm. The killer wanted Nathan found just in time for his heart to still be usable. Yeah, usable. Someone wanted Nathan's heart. They confront the hospital's transplant coordinator, but she's acting sketchy, like she's hiding something big. Selena suspects someone powerful is pulling strings. Then Morgan's day gets even messier. Ava vandalizes one of her dad's murals, gets arrested, and somehow Morgan ends up cuffed too. Karadek bails them out, of course. Ava finally breaks. She's hurt. Her dad stayed away but lived close enough to leave marks everywhere. She tells Morgan she doesn't want every answer anymore. And honestly, it's heartbreaking. But Morgan never sleeps on a clue. She digs deeper and finds the hospital's mystery man, a famous producer named Carson Wood. But when Karadek and Daphne show up at his mansion, dead end. Carson's waiting for another heart. In Utah. Not Nathan's. Back at the precinct, the transplant coordinator finally cracks. She admits she deleted Nathan's original heart recipient name after Carson pressured her. But Morgan's brain, as always, goes full Sherlock. Turns out the person Nathan really wanted to give his heart to was Christopher's mom, the paramedic's mom, the same paramedic who found Nathan. Christopher had promised his dying mother that she'd live. And when Nathan changed his mind, Christopher took fate into his own hands. When Morgan tells Rosemary what her son did, she's devastated. She asks to see him one last time before he goes to prison. Nathan's heart ends up going to someone else. And in a bittersweet close, Morgan gives Jessica a ladybug pendant Nathan meant for his grandchild. When Morgan asks how she forgave her dad, Jessica simply says, "Because my mom taught me." And that hits hard. Because forgiveness, that's the one thing Morgan still hasn't learned to give herself. So the question is, how long before Morgan's secrets start catching up too?